Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see, the #3 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on! And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Toss sweep right. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Following Ole Miss' 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. Imagine that in this rivalry. So the two sides got together and said, what we need is a trophy to calm the passions of each side, and they settled on the golden egg. Thus, the Egg Bowl was born.
Yeah, what calms everybody down more than a golden egg? I mean, just the perfect recipe. We have all been in the booth calling these games. Jesse, we know the adrenaline, the emotion that goes in this football game.
Yeah, they do not like each other. There's no question. And the funny thing is, that's actually a gold.
Lofts one high and deep. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And on this opening drive, the offense trying to be aggressive, attacking deep down the field. But they're going to have to do a better job of taking advantage of those one-on-one matchups because that time the defense won. We're able to high point the football, creating the interception.
They'll ride Davis here. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, that's not the start this offense wanted. Your starting running back puts it on the ground on his very first carry. This is a guy they need to have a big game. They need him to get his confidence going, and that last play isn't going to do that.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
The inside handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Toss to the outside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on first down TFL, second down TFL. Now you set up 3rd and long. everybody knows they're going to throw it, and your pass rushers can pin their ears back. Outstanding job being physical by this defense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Alexander. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's Shapen. He'll take the deep shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. So many rich layers in this one. Dak coming off the bench. Fumbles in the end zone to lose it. Legs being hiked. Coaches being fired. This has it all, guys.
And such proud people in the state of Mississippi that love their football. And it feels like, Palmer, these games always come down to something at the end of the game that's so fun and controversial.
What I love about this rivalry, too, is that historically there hasn't been a lot of conference championship implications or national title implications, but they play this game at the very end of the year, and it just matters so much in the state. Bragging rights for an entire season on the line.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Number 17, set to advance on the football.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Back to throw, it's Shapen. On target to the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. To the air on first down. The short hand, it's Davis. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got the back over the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Stribling. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Complete to the right. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Running the red zone, it's Lacey. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going for 6. Looking to get it in.
Man, you got to love the effort, selling out for that. Listen, it wasn't a deep pass down the field. It's a short pass, but great effort and laying out, good body control, bringing in the diving catch.
The Rebels will try to punch it in on first and goal. Try to barge their way in. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
They'll try it again from the 1 on second and goal. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Rebels! Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air. It's Shapen. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. The punt was just an illusion. They snapped it to the up end. Runs through the tackle. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the 1st down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Ole Miss! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Number 19 in the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll move the tight end. Back to pass, it's Shapen. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Scanning the field, it's Shapen. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. Quarterback may change this route. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do.
But they're cornering the market on fakes. Here comes another one. Breaks into the open. And the roll of the dice turns up in their favor as they pick up the 1st down.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the 1st down, and the chains are moving.
And the Bulldogs getting set on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires it down the seam. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll go to the toss. Just steamrolling the defense. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the player.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover 1 man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's reeled in. It's Alexander. At the 45 on its way. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And he'll have to boom one from 58 yards out and be mindful to guide it in from the left hash. And it's good from 58 yards out.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Thompson. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Shapen. Here's a heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on third down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in fourth down again. Great job there. Pass defense, third down. This defense now starting to put it together.
They booted away on fourth down. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. And the Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Thompson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Motion from the wideout. Right back to it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Wants to throw. It's Shapen. Under fire. Going to take a shot at this DB. Makes the grab. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. Ball over the middle. It's Evans. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Bulldogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And already it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Evans. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Here we go. Trying play action. Swings it out to the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield, it's Chapin. Trying to set up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds his man. It's Lee. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lacey. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points. The Hottie Toddies are full-throated right now as Ole Miss Miss builds the lead.
They got the momentum going. The offense is clicking. You see that a lot of times with Ole Miss. Big rivalry game against Mississippi State. Can they respond, Palmer?
And Ole Miss, you know, is one of those teams you just blink and all of a sudden they're blowing you out. That's been the case here today. The Bulldogs got to find a way to slow them down.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Thompson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Dropping back, it's Chapin. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Bulldogs are in the hurry-up.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Looking downfield on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. He's looking deep. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's open on the right. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Looking for a crease. It's Lacey. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground with the running back. At the 35, he's loose. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Here's the handoff. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't.
Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
Get ready. Trying to slam it. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Now on first down from the 30. Catch in the middle, it's Mosley. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Mississippi State going up tempo.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
They'll throw it from the red zone. He wants it all. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bulldogs. You want something to be able to feel positive about after this game, and maybe that late touchdown will do it.
And, Reese, I'm positive that stat counts on my stat line. Keep playing. Keep piling up those stats. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Here comes the two-point try.
Green 25.
Dropping back, it's Shapen. He gets the two-point conversion as they draw ever closer.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Ready to send the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give and tick, 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 tick. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's inside the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Not enough for the first down, and let's see what they do on 4th.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that one. They were all back in coverage expecting pass, and here's the running back who breaks through the line of scrimmage, and they just didn't rally fast enough to the football, and they make the tackle short of the first down marker, but there's a good chance they're going to be staying on the field here on 4th down.
And this one splits the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Looking for a man. It's Shapen. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Traore. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the middle. He just missed the target on that one. Gotta put it on his body.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to run it. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover.
And such a blown opportunity for the offense because on 4th down, they had enough yards to pick up the first, keep the drive going, but he puts it on the ground. Defense jumps on it, and that is a massive turnover.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Leaves it with the running back. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's loose. The 20. Inside the touchdown, Mississippi State. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Yeah, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back and leaves it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And that will extend their lead even further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking to throw. It's Shapen. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. And it is Ole Miss marking its territory in this one and taking down Mississippi State to claim the Egg Bowl. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.